Hey, Free Cat, how you doing, bro? Oh, there we go. Ahem. Ahem. This on. How are you guys? Oh, gosh. In a cold. Yo, what's up? How are you doing, Leafy? How are you, man? I'm alright. I'm a bit tired. A little bit of stomach ache and a little bit in a cold, but I'm alright, thank you. How are you? Alright, I think that'll do. Yeah, I guess so. I hope you're well though, dude. Just give me 2 minutes. I can't remember what we're gonna do. I've forgotten. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'll still stream. I'm alright to stream. I'm just a bit tired, so. I will be starting in just a moment, dude. Don't worry. I'll still get an hour and a half of this done. Oh. Oh, it'll get better soon, don't worry. I'll be fine soon. I'm just being dramatic. I'm fine. I promise. Last week, you said Oko will be finished by Saturday, yeah. You didn't say which Saturday exactly. That's good, man. I can't wait to see it. And now we can stop messing about and we can get on with it. Let's find a good angle. Right, ow. Ow, ow, ow. So to say that stand itself, it looks like it'd be grey wool. So we'll use grey wool. If we find it, we'll use it. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. There it is. It looks like it starts about. If we take above this one, it's not above the bottom one. We're just gonna do a big line upwards, just so we can measure out where it'd be. And be in line with about there-ish. Makes it there. We got to decide whether that's high enough as well. That's not going to be high enough, but apparently that's where it's going to be. So we have to do that higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want it to be too high though. Somehow you slipped past your alarm. Yeah. Uh-oh. 40 minutes late. Damn. To be fair, I set my alarm today and I didn't wake up until an hour and 45 minutes afterwards. Which is why I'm late today, because I had to... Obviously when I get up I have to do all my stuff I have to do. Yeah. I was rushing. Oh well, we're here now. It's about there, I think. We'll measure it, we'll see how it looks. Hey Alexandra, how you doing? Oh, it's gonna be Portsmouth all over again, this is, isn't it? The old, oh, this doesn't look right. Try doing 2 ones. Whoops. How does that look? Yeah, not great. Yeah, one of these roofs again. That's exactly what it is. Oh dear, oh dear. You know what, let me see it from a side angle. Let's see if I can see it from a side angle. Just so I can see where that cuts off. We need Fratton Park. We don't need Fratton Park. We need Craven Cottage. Aerial view. That's what we need. Oh, these roofs suck, mate. They really do. It's just the shape of them. I seem to struggle with the shape quite a lot on these kinds of roofs. Can't seem to find the photo I'm looking for. Oh, that's just fantastic. Sign it on Google Maps. I don't want to get this wrong because when we did Portsmouth and we did this roof on the side, on both sides it now means that the roof behind both nets look wrong, which would have probably been wrong to begin with, and I know people would tell me they were wrong anyway, but now that means I'm definitely going to have to sort them, so I don't want to get this wrong. We go down to here on Street View. It doesn't help. It really doesn't. It helps a little bit, I guess. As a little something goes some kind of like this. Yeah, I might have to do 1-1-1-1 with this, to be fair. That looks suspicious. It goes something like that, but that looks suspicious. So if we take a look at which photo is looking at that one. Yeah, it certainly doesn't look like this. It's a yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna try it just once, to be fair. Yo, Alex, how you doing, bro? Before I remove it, what do you think that looks like? It doesn't look right, does it? Oh. How is it going? It's not. I hate doing things like this. I hate these curved roofs. Roofs that are shaped like this, I hate them so much. They're so annoying to do. It doesn't look right. It's 1-1-1-1. It should be higher. But then if I do it higher, it's just... I should have done this one first. I should have done this one first and done this one after. Because now this one's going to look too low. Yes. It's a rocket ship. It's a cottage. It's a barn thing. It looks like a barn. That's what it looks like. Dear oh dear. This one is genuinely going to give me so many issues. I think we can save a roof if we start the roof down here instead. Right there. I can't do it 1-1-1-1. It don't look right. Oh, you did you? Have you still got the photos that you used? The images that you used to build the stand? I can't find a good one of the side of a stand where I can see where it starts. Can I just watch your video and just copy your video? Just copy yours. That looks awful. That looks so bad. So bad. That is not how we're having it. That looks somewhat better, I guess. Would I be better looking on Google Maps, do you think? Let me look down the other side of it. Why does Google Maps have to suck so much? Please. So laggy. It's yours still up on YouTube. I might genuinely have a look at yours just to see what you did. I don't have Google Earth. My laptop's out of date. I can't get Google Earth. At least I don't think I can. I'll take a look. Oh, great. Come on. Yeah, it's not supported on my browser. I can't look. Bruh. Yeah, I might have to do one of the other routes for now. Oh, Google's so bad. I press back on Google Maps and it sits there for 5 minutes buffering, going back. Just go back. Come on. Time is money. I mean, it isn't, but time is money. Come on. The only thing I can see, and I'm gonna have to do it from that side, the only thing I can see on this side I might do this stand first then. How have I done that one? At the end. How many blocks long is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You sent the roof, thank you. I'll take a look in a moment. Just sort this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think this is... No. I think this is going to be too far out. Bruh. It's just bruh after bruh after bruh. I'm going to check your messages, you know. Come on. Come on. Oh, you sent me the Barnsley. Oh, I see. Yeah, it looks alright for Barnsley. It actually looks really good, you know, that stadium. You've done really well there. It does, it looks great, mate. Yeah, you get a little bit more leadway with that one, to be fair. It's favourite bike. Yeah, no worries, Alex. Thank you, dude. I think this one starts, from what I can see, this one starts about here-ish. Starts about there-ish before it curves around. From what I can tell. However, we'll finish this stand first. If we finish this stand, we might get a little bit more context on how it looks. Three, 2, 3 might look good, but it might not be high enough. We'll have a look. So we have 2 grey concrete, and then we have a white concrete. Hold on. Actually, do we have two white concrete sticking out? Yeah, including above the grey one. Nice. I think it's number one in front, you know. Have to check. Have to keep going backwards and forwards to check. Yes, it's the one in front. Right. So, what do we do? To do it's 1, 2, 3. It's on the third one. So that means it should be there, I think. I think that means it should be here. These have to look the same on both sides. It might become apparent later why. So it is after 3 lots of 3, and does that look the same? Is a question. I can't stop rubbing my eye. I got a sore eye and I can't stop rubbing it. Yes. Yes, that one's right. That one is 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, we will check in a minute, Luke. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it whether it helps or not. See, you're using Google Earth. See, that would be a massive help if I could access it. That helps. That helps a little bit. Thank you. That does help a little bit. At least with that, it shows me. It shows me that doesn't start where I've started it. Oh dear, oh dear. The edge of the wall doesn't start there, it starts about... Oh, maybe it does. Oh yeah, sorry, no, maybe it does. Maybe it did start there. Whoops. It does start there. That's about bearish. The one coming up. It's something like that for now, just to see how it looks. Not great. Alright. Yeah, I know. I could tell it doesn't cover the first few rows, hence why I've done it around here. I could see that from looking on Google Maps, but yeah, bird's eye view. But yeah, thank you, mate. It helps. I think the best thing we can do, start there. Do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. It might have to be the way we go. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'll have a look at that as well. That's it. It's a little better, I guess. Hey, Filiver? Zenith? I'm gonna call you Zenith. It's just uploading, so not a problem, Leafy. Zenith, how you doing? How are you? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your first name. Or is Vora? Vora, is that alright? Foley? I'll call you Foley. How you doing, Foley? Hello, welcome to stream. I hope you're well. Zen. We'll call you Zen then. Zen sounds good. You're doing good, that's good to hear. I'm well, thank you. 4, that's the 5th one up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Very much. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will go back and double check that. Four, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 on there. 5. Yeah, that picture you sent me, Luke, it's a massive help. Thank you, dude. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 6th one. You're Latin. Oh, nice. What you building? I am building a stadium called Craven Cottage. It's in London. Thank you, Leafy. I will check it out. After I've done these things, whatever they are. I assume they're executive boxes, but things will do. They're big box thingies. I don't know, I've always thought they look pretty cool, to be fair. I've never seen them designed like this at another stadium. You know, usually people have executive boxes like they'll have, like behind them windows here, for example. They don't usually have them in, like, big balcony things like that. I think it's a pretty cool feature, you know. Yeah, maybe not Leafy, but I appreciate it nonetheless, my dude. Thank you. I appreciate you trying to help. It means a lot. So that's all grey concrete. Apologies if anyone caught my yawn there. How's school today, Leafy? You have a good day? And are you looking forward to the weekend? And does anybody know how the Watford Middlesbrough match is going? I don't have live updates on. So glad football's back. New season and all. We had drama. I used to hate drama. Teachers BS. Uh-oh. How come? What's wrong with the teacher? Our teacher was, how do you say in PG? She was very nice. However, I wasn't a fan of drama. One thing I struggled with when I was younger is getting up and talking in front of crowds. I mean, now I'm you know, I'm a bit more laid back on the whole matter. How's the UK doing lately? Rubbish. Oh, Watford are winning. I think Watford will win the league, you know. But I think Middlesbrough will get promoted. Uh, for me, Zen, it's okay. For everyone else, I couldn't answer for everybody else. I mean, I know this might sound kind of bad, but I don't really watch the news. I feel a lot of what I see on the news is over-exaggerated and causes a lot of panic for people. I try not to watch it. I don't want to upset myself. Yeah, I think it's a pretty boring subject. And so is English, yeah. I can second that. So is IT. Although, I'd recommend paying more attention in IT if you don't. You know, it's like... It's a really good subject to have. Especially in this day and age. I didn't pay enough attention in IT, hence why I know nothing about computers. No, I haven't looked yet. I'll have a look when I go back to doing that stand. You like it? Yeah, no, it's good if you like it. It's great. I mean, I think the issue for us is we had 3 different teachers for IT. I didn't have 3 different teachers for my IT. I had one, you know, but there was 3 different teachers in IT. The head of IT was a dude called I can't even remember his name actually. Mr. Brown, I think it was. I'm not 100% on that. Anyway, he was a sort of teacher that everybody found funny and liked, except for very few people. And I was one of those very few people who didn't find him funny, and I didn't like him. And it was apparent he didn't like me either. One of the other teachers, she was really laid back, but she was my tutor, not my teacher. The teacher that I had, she wasn't a very good teacher, pretty much. Your ethics and music teacher. What's ethics? We never did ethics. What do you learn in ethics? I never taught us anything like that. Hey Luffy, how you doing, dude? I was a bit upset at school for music. Music's a subject I really wanted to do in school. And the only reason I didn't pick it... Our school was pretty poor, to be fair. Oh, fair enough, that's fair enough, Leafy. Our teacher was pretty poor. Our school was pretty poor, sorry. Not poor like, not enough money, I mean, kind of, I guess. It wasn't a very well-run school when I was there, is what I'm trying to say. And our music department had 1 teacher, and that 1 teacher was also on maternity leave during the time we were taking our options. So when it came to picking options, music wasn't available, so there was no teacher able to teach. So I ended up not taking music, which meant that I had to do something else. I did off-site learning, which I didn't really enjoy. And yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I thought, you know what, I'll do off-site learning because then I don't have to go to school on a Friday. That was like the cool idea behind it. Yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy that. Right, let's look at your photo. Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad design at all. It looks pretty decent. And the 2323 thing looks alright as well. But I had to question, would the 2323 thing look alright on the stand? So I don't think it would. I think it'd be too steep. Not steep enough even. I think 1212 looks alright-ish, I guess. I might use the same design you've done now. We can try that. We try... Try doing it like that. Yeah, I think it looks a bit too wide. It looks good, it just looks too wide. Let's try. That doesn't look any better, it's still too wide. Oops. How about that? A little bit better. Yeah, well, our school head teacher at the time, my first year in school, our school teacher got arrested. Our head teacher got arrested for basically liquidating the funds of the school into his own bank account, which really sort of like sent the school into like a few years of really bad financial issues. Specialization classes were carpentry, home economics, and music. Nice. Which one did you pick, Zen? Yeah, I know. The head teacher got arrested. Not during school time. It was during the holidays. But you know, he got arrested. We came back, and he wasn't there anymore. I don't know if he got sentenced. I'm assuming he did. He liquidated quite a lot of money into his own bank account. So yeah, that wasn't good. Which meant that the school had a lot of financial issues. The deputy head at the time, she took over as head teacher. She was actually a really nice woman. You know, she was one of them. She wasn't laid back as such, but she was understanding of people. I quite like that about her. She was a really nice woman. As far as I'm aware, she might still be head teacher there now. That was like 13 years ago she took over. Really, Aish? I mean, welcome. How you doing, dude? But if you have to go, that's a shame. But take care, my dude. Have a good one. Hey, Steven, how you doing, dude? How are you today? Oops. Oh yes, I was discussing something yesterday, Luke. I might buy FIFA 21 and do a YouTube series that I pondered doing a while ago. It is essentially me doing what I do on every FIFA, because I do this on every FIFA, and I was questioning, does anybody else do this? Does anybody else create their own players on FIFA? I always create a team on FIFA, and it's usually made up of the same players with the same stats, same everything, every FIFA, and I work my way up from like the lowest league upwards, doing like playing every game and whatnot. But I never thought like, I thought about putting it into a YouTube series before, but I never did it. You know, like, is that something people would be interested in? A few people said, yeah, they'd watch it, blah, 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 but do you think that's, like, a good idea? Or does anybody else here think that's a good idea? You took carpentry and home economics. Cooking, sewing. Yeah, fair enough, my dude. I mean, carpentry is a really good skill to have under your belt. If you know stuff like that, it's a really good skill to acquire. Be cool. Yeah. An RTG series? What's an RTG series? I mean, career mode is what I do anyway. I don't do online. I don't like online on FIFA. I think it's scripted is the best way of putting it. I think it cheats. I'm not a fan. I think it cheats a little bit offline sometimes too, but it's not the same gravy. Yeah, I would. I'd do an RTG Road to Glory. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't do Ultimate Team. I don't know what Road to Glory means, if I'm honest, on Ultimate Team. Yeah, I don't play Ultimate Team, so I think I'd do a career mode series. Is that right? I don't think it is. I think it's grey concrete. It's grey concrete, yeah. Turn it off for now. You made a shovel? A miniature house? Okay. Now I'm intrigued. What is a miniature house? How far do these extend backwards? There we go. 4. And a big grey wall. So, these are just one of those things that I don't do, like, interior detail for. And I get how a lot of people like to include interior detail on, like, executive areas and whatnot, just to make the stadium look more authentic or whatever. And the reason I don't do it is because I don't show it in my video. I know now my worlds are downloadable and they never used to be. And if it's something that's like in high demand that people really want, then I will include it. But that's only if it's something that people do want me to include. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time doing it. Hence why I've only done 4 rows of black wool and then a big wall of grey concrete. Then it looks like it's got an interior to an extent. Oh, a dollhouse. Oh, okay then. Oh, nice. See, I could do half of that. I could do the design and whatnot. But putting it together, it's not my area. I wasn't, like, when I did my off-site learning, it was a construction thing. We did 4 different kinds of lessons. One of them I wasn't able to take. I don't know why. I had to be of a certain set or something. I don't know. There was a certain thing I had to have acquired, but I didn't really understand what it was to be able to take architecture. Don't ask why. I think architecture is where I'd have excelled, but apparently I wasn't allowed to take it. Anyway, I ended up doing joinery, which I sucked at. I did bricklaying, which I sucked even harder at. And I did painting and decorating, which was pretty decent at, to be fair, but I didn't particularly enjoy it. Your dad was a carpenter. Oh, okay then. Yeah, and just a natural talent, yeah. Comes through the family. We had a couple of kids who, especially in bricklaying, they were really, really good at it. Like, they were the sort of people, I know it sounds simple, but when you're there doing it, I can tell you it's really not that simple. Just putting up a straight wall of, like, 40 bricks per row and doing, like, 6 rows. It is not easy to do that. It looks easy, but it's not easy. You have to make sure that it's super straight. And when you put cement on bricks, if it's not smooth and you put more bricks on it, then it'll be noticeable. You'll be able to see like where some bricks are at an angle, or where there's too much cement on top of some bricks, or not enough on some bricks, and then some of it's not straight. You know, it's really hard to make a straight wall if you're not trained at that sort of thing. Obviously, that's why we were there. We were there to train, to get better at that sort of thing. But there were some people who could just naturally do it. Me, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I got frustrated with it really easily too, because I couldn't do it. I wasn't keeping up with everybody else. And so, like I say, I kind of regret taking that as an option. I didn't really want to do that in the first place, but I couldn't take music, which was my first choice, so I didn't really have a second choice at the time. So, my message to you kids is always have a second option. Always make sure you have a second option. In your garden. No brick yet. Fair enough. I mean, some people just have it naturally, just haven't exploited it. Like I say, I went there to learn it, but I wasn't very good at it. Some people were naturally good at it. Some people learnt to be good, but I wasn't very good. Painting and decorating I was fine, and wall designs and stuff I was fine, but I was also taking art, and I was really good at art. Yeah. Right, let me check this out, Leafy. Oh, I've already checked this out. Oh, it's not you who's notifying me. Okay, then. My bad. I'm confused. Where am I? What am I doing? I'm doing them big things, aren't I? You know, I'm probably best just doing this roof today. That might be the best option. You know, I've never seen this side of Craven Cottage. I've been twice, but I've only ever seen outside of that stand there and the away stand. I've never seen on the riverside, and I've never seen the outside of that stand. And something I kind of do now is like certain stadiums. If I go to certain stadiums, I take pictures of like the full outside just in case I ever build it. It really helps to have them. Hey, the guy, how we doing, dude? I'm going into psychology. Okay, then. Oh, you mean like a university? I mean, I don't know. I think I can pick people's brains alright. I think I'd be alright at psychology, to be fair. I never took it as an option or anything, but I'd like to think I'd be alright at psychology. I probably wouldn't, but I'd like to think I was. Right, so this we have. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to be able to get your hands on. I took my driving lessons a few years ago. I was like really excited about doing it when I was a kid. When I turned 17, I wasn't working at the time. When I turned 18, you know, I finally had enough money to do it. So around my 18th birthday, I started taking my lessons. I soon realised, not long after starting, that I wasn't actually that interested. My mum doesn't drive, my dad doesn't drive. We both used to, but we didn't really enjoy it. I mean, my mum, for different reasons, had to stop, but my dad didn't drive, so, you know, he didn't enjoy it. And I soon realised I don't enjoy it either. You know, so I ended up just stopping doing it. It's a good quality to have. Being able to drive is a great quality to have, but if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. You should always do these things for yourself, not for everybody else. Okay, in certain circumstances, I guess, do it, but you know, if it can be helped, just don't do it if you don't want to. I guess that goes with anything. If there's anything you don't want to do, just don't. Within reason, obviously, you know. I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard to explain. Depends on the situation. You're OP at avoiding getting hit. You always hit them. I was pretty good at go-karting, to be fair. I wasn't very good at dodgems. I was always the kid that got sandwiched in dodgems. That was me. Right. Give me 2 minutes to find a picture of this stand from a head-on view. Oh, well, might be alright, you know. Where is it? Yeah, that might work. We do 2 1 2 1 2. Try it as it looks at the moment. Okay. Potions. We need potions. So, Fratton Park and Craven Cottage should be finished in the next sort of 2 weeks. By the end of about 2 weeks today or tomorrow-ish, they should both be finished. So, is there any other stadiums that people like really want at the minute? And I can't guarantee, like, if there's a suggestion that I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll build that. It depends, but I'll take your suggestions into consideration first. I used to be a slow builder as well, Leafy. You just practice, experience, man, that's all it is. It's just experience. I've been building a long time, dude. Been building on Minecraft for about 7 or 8 years. Been building stadiums for 5. You know, it's just experience. You know what? That's not even right. That's not even how it looks. When will this be finished? About 2 weeks. About 2 weeks today, I'd say. Maybe longer, but probably about 2 weeks today. Yeah, I will do in a minute, freak out. $19. Turns out there's another set of stairs there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I might build Oakwell. I think I want to build something bigger first. Yeah, I mean for me that's the way I see it as well. Zen, I don't rush my builds. It takes as long as it takes. I just, you know, I'll just keep doing it until it's done, pretty much. If I make a mistake, I just go back and I fix it, and I keep going until it's fixed. I don't know, I guess that's the only, like, major difference compared to... Nobody in particular, but compared to some people, I know some people, like, if you make a mistake, instead of sorting it out, you just sort of, like, leave it, like, it'll be alright. Like what I considered doing with Fratton Park. I made a mistake with both roofs behind each net, and tomorrow we're going to sort that out. But, you know, we didn't have time to do it yesterday. But we will sort it out tomorrow. Build the Messiah. Yeah, I will do, but I won't do it on stream. I'm not building any of my La Liga stadiums on stream right now. Oh, I might. I don't know actually. That's a good idea. I might start that. You know what, Freak Out? Yeah. I tell you what, I will do a Messiah on stream, but I'm not. I can't guarantee it'll be the next one that I do, but I will do it on stream when I do it. So we're looking for. You're gonna redo Bramall Lane. I might redo Bramall Lane. I have done it twice already, so I'm a little bit hesitant on whether I want to do it again or not. Well, to be fair, I guess the first time I built Bramall Lane, I wouldn't say I was a noob. You know, I wasn't new to building stadiums, but it was my first major project where first of all, it was the first project I'd ever built where I had a pre-built pitch, where I built the pitch first, and second, it was the first time I'd ever like properly tried to build a football stadium that I knew I was going to release on YouTube. So for me, it was brand new. I was new to that like sort of area, but I wasn't a new builder. I don't know. I mean, like I know in my description it says professional stadium builder, but that's not like. I don't know. I think that's the best way of describing it. So I'm not new to it by any means, and you know, it's like I put as much detail as I can in. Yeah, that's the best way of describing what I do. Yes, Freak Out, I'll show you. What's that? I've never heard of that. Are you in the Discord, Zen? Hey, it's not looking too bad, is it, Freak Out? It's looking decent, dude. Like I say, Leafy, for me, if you pre-build your pitch, like I do, you know, like the pitch tutorial that I showed, if you pre-build your pitch and build everything around that, then you'll learn a lot more from doing that. Because, and I'll explain why, the reason you'll learn more from doing that is because every stadium will have to be on that scale. Every stadium you do will have to be on the same scale as your pitch, which means techniques like doing 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 or 3-2, 3-2, 3-2 on stands to make them look steeper will be something that you'll pick up pretty quickly. Each corners that you do will start off at the same base point. For me, if I do a corner and I round it off properly, it starts off when I use plots modeler, I start with either 15 or 17 to start my corner. So it's always very similar. You know, it's something that I can pick up, and I can now do to a point. I can do a whole bunch of rows on plots without even looking at the grid thing. I can just do the corner for the first maybe 10 rows or so. But that's just from experience of doing it over and over and over. You know, whereas if you always have a different size page, your corners will always be different sizes, your stands will always be different sizes. You're not learning any techniques you can recycle and use in other stadiums. It's in Canada, yeah. I will search it. I'll search it now because I'm not going to remember how to spell it. Yo, MSC, how you doing, dude? Stadium. What does it look like? The Mosaic Stadium. Okay. Wow, that's actually looks really nice, you know. You know, for now though, I'm gonna have to tell you no, because at this moment in time, I literally only build soccer football stadiums. I've never built an NFL pitch, and I don't know if I'm going to at any point. If I do in the future, it is definitely one that I will do if I do build an NFL. But at the moment it is specifically just football, soccer. But it is a very nice stadium. That stand's massive, by the way. You're doing good, MSC, that's good to hear. Good to hear, my dude. You doing much this weekend? Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. I need to see the other side of his stand. Right, let's get this up. That's fine. So this one looks to be more or less the same, just a little bit different. Start at 19 again. Yeah, that's 19. So there's 19 there. The only difference with this one... I've got to stop doing that. You've got to stop it. Yes, the size of a pitch that I do on PlayStation, the 27 blocks from corner to side to this thing, the box, is the same one I used on Bramall Lane and Riverside. It's the same one I used in all my earlier stadiums. On most of my newer stadiums, it's only 25 blocks from corner to sideline, which means that in total it would be 101 to 147. However, this one is 107 to 147. Yo, Samko, how you doing, dude? So these pictures that I'm doing now are a little bit bigger than my usual sizes. Why does it take out a random block? Whoops. Right. Oops. Oops. There we go. Alright, you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Alright, so it'll be the same on this side in the sense that on here there's this. The only thing that's going to be of major difference we will do in a moment. Only major difference is this bottom bit will be more like this. A little bit further. 3 more along. So we grab that. And we fill it in here. We take black concrete, if we can find it, there. And we fill in these bits with black concrete. Like that. That's, from what I can see, that's how it looks, but it does look a little bit different. From the angle I'm looking at, that's how it looks, but we'll sort it out when we get to that. It's a pretty decent looking stadium now, you know. Doesn't look too bad at all. Yo, cheers, how you doing, dude? Thank you, my dude, I appreciate it. I believe this roof is straight. I don't believe it's like any level raising to it, never isn't. So, this one will be pretty much the same. You know, we're going to extend this to out. Thank you, MST. I appreciate that. Hey, I'll check them out after stream, Leafy. Oh no, that's right, yeah. Whoops. I should have my Stamford Bridge out soon as well. posted that update photo the other day. I should have that out. Maybe the start of October. As well as my upcoming La Liga stadium should be out soon as well. Give you a soccer stadium to build, you can't decide. What sort of scale are you looking for? Are you looking for something big? Something small? Something easy? Something hard? What do you want? Give me a little bit of context into what you're looking for, and I will tell you. Into Miami. I don't know what that looks like, you know. Is it nice? Oh, the prank statue, nice. You don't need to do that, I've already built it on Fratton Park. Isn't super hard to build. Well, not super easy. Okay, so you're looking for something intermediate. You want it to be a big stadium. Nice. Yeah, the New York Stadium is not a bad shout. It's not a massive stadium, but you know, it should be decent. Yeah, build a New York Stadium, dude. You might have to do the steps. The seat's kind of steep, to be fair. It's a very steep stadium. It looks really big because of how steep the stairs are, but it's not actually that big. You can hold like 12,500 or something. You got to go, not a problem, my dude. I will catch you next time. Have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Yeah, hope the blades. Yeah, but not huge. The stadium itself isn't that big. But it'll keep you occupied for a bit. Okay. Now we need to get this one. Do this. Can take this out. There we go. Wait, no, that one. Yeah, mine and prefixes are pretty much the same size. Mine's just a little bit bigger. Me and the holder use pretty much the same size too, but again, mine's just a little bit bigger. I think holder might use the same as prefix actually. But yeah, mine's slightly bigger. My usual size is 147 in length to 101 in width. His is usually 141 in length to 95 in width. It's pretty much the same shape, it's just mine's 6 bigger in width and length. It just allows me to build my stadiums a little bit bigger than his. It's personal preference really, that's all it is. For me, the ones that I use work for me. What does this one extend to? In line with that, right? Okay. Yeah, I did a video tutorial on the pitch as well, MSC, if that helps. Yeah, I put one out too, if that helps. His might be better for people, to be fair. I mean, mine was a stream. Mine's a bit more. It's a bit more in depth about like everything on the field, including the grass. Like, most of it's just watching me fill it in. But yeah, you know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd recommend if you're gonna use my size and use my tutorial, and if you're gonna use his tutorial. Or if you're gonna make your own, just whichever one you prefer. Whichever one you feel helps best. Let's just go to it goes. One after, right. Go up to there, and we do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and the last 2 should be in line. Yeah, like that. And at the moment we're only doing it up to there. At the moment. Okay. Alright. Do you mean like the biggest is in like with the most capacity? If that's the question, then yeah, I'd say San Siro. Yeah, San Siro. Inter Milan, AC Milan. I streamed every episode of that on Twitch actually, but I was only able to upload the first 7 or 8 episodes to YouTube. It wouldn't let me download the rest of them. But now I'm able to stream straight to YouTube, so it's not an issue. That one took me ages to do. I think I did like 87 episodes, something like that. It took me ages. The capacity of their stadium is something like 76,000 or something. Something like that. It's somewhere between 70 and 80. Yeah, it was pretty big. What about you? What's the biggest one you've done? Yo, what's up, dog? How you doing, Liz? You're good? Good to hear, my dude. I'm well, thank you. Been a while since we've talked, you know. I know, right? You're always on at different times now. Makes it kind of hard. No, that's not for me, unfortunately, Aish. I don't see the point in downloading a state. I mean this in like the nicest way possible. I'm not saying this in a nasty way towards anyone, but I don't see the point in downloading a stadium that somebody else has built and copying exactly what they've done, like as my own stadium. Like for me, that's not making my own stadium. That's just copying someone else's, which is fair enough. If you want to do that, you do that. I'm not judging anyone for doing that. It's just I prefer to make stadiums from scratch. It's just my preference on it. My opinion is I just prefer to make it from scratch instead of using other people's stadiums for thinking. And besides, if I make the stadiums from scratch, and if people want to use mine as a tutorial, they can do. The only issue is if I do what Liam and Steve do, and I download holders or pre-FXs, then the only stadiums I'm ever going to be able to build are the ones that they've already built. I won't be able to build anything like this that they haven't built. Oh, you was you? You never tell me when you're live, dude. It doesn't matter anyway, I was probably asleep, but like I say, Aish, I have no issue with anybody doing that. I respect the grind, like, you still have to build the stadium, I guess, but I prefer to do it from scratch. Yeah, I was probably asleep anyway, dude. It doesn't matter. Is it? It's entirely up to you, Aish. Like I say, it's preference, mate. If you want to copy someone else's, then copy someone else's. But if you want to build something original, then pick something that nobody else has built. Or very few people have built. Okay. You gonna play your boring games, dude. Yo, Beaver, how you doing, dude? Enjoy it, Lewis. Have a good night. Boring, yeah. Yikes. I think that is light grey glass. We have 5 rows of it and it's light grey. How are we today? We're alright. We're alright, my friend. Yourself? How was college? And yeah, as I say, whatever you want to do, bro, you do it. I don't know how to make them downloadable for or from Java. I know my stadiums are only downloadable on Bedrock, and when I figure out how to do it, I will make them downloadable on Java. But right now, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Uh-oh. Going back into lockdown. Let's go. I think everywhere in the UK is going to go back into lockdown, to be fair. Just the new normal, innit, to be fair. Yep, probably. It's probably due to a lot of things, to be fair. And I know how everybody loves to blame the government for not making things clear. We said you can do this, and now we're saying you can't do this, and we're not making it clear. I mean, you can blame other people as much as you want, but at some point you got to start taking responsibility. I mean, half the people complain now that the government didn't make it clear. The same people that all turned up in the masses to go to the beach in Skeggy or Blackpool or wherever it were. Like, instead of blaming everybody else for the stupid stuff that you do, just take responsibility for the stupid stuff that you do. I mean, as it is, I'm not particularly thrilled with sitting in the house doing nothing all day, every single day. However, if that's what I have to do to keep myself and everyone else around me safe, then I will do that. I'm not a big outgoing person anyway, but it's not really the point. Sometimes you don't want to just sit inside, you want to go out, you want to be social, you want to do things. But I can't, but neither can anyone else, so, you know, I don't. I mean, 2 months ago, my mother was in hospital for a good 6 weeks, and I wasn't allowed to see her at all. I talked to her twice a day, every day on the phone, but I wasn't allowed to see her because she was in really bad, you know, it was really bad what's going on with her, but I wasn't able to see her because of lockdown. But I didn't do what everyone else did, where I just risked it and just went and did what I wanted to do. I didn't see her. So you had to make those sacrifices. Yo, Damien, how you doing, dude? Never gonna get out of lockdown every few months if people don't abide to the rules. They don't, if it, yeah, you know what I mean. Look at Bolton. Yeah, I know, Bolton's in really bad shape, isn't it? I've seen. Isn't it like the most infected part of Britain right now? So you do 4 of those. I can't see how it looks from here. And I assume we do 5 lots of them. Assume it's something like that for now. I'll do 7. Oh yeah! Is it? I thought somebody said it was Bradford. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, guys. Still tired. Yeah, what, Damien? Well, I have that for now, so like I said, I don't know how it looks from front at this moment in time. A 100,000 cases. How many people are there in Birmingham? I'm pretty sure there's only about just over 1 million people in Birmingham anyway. So you're telling me a tenth of Birmingham is infected with COVID? A tenth of Birmingham is infected. 2 to 3 million. Alright, so that's about a fifth, we'll call it. A fifth of Birmingham is infected. I mean, yeah, that's still a lot, but I don't want to offend anyone if anyone's been affected by COVID at any point, but for me personally, I don't know a single person that's been fatally like affected by this situation. I know a lot of people, and I know nobody that's been like in really, really critical condition from this. Will there be any virus on your computer to sign into Mediafire? No, Mediafire's a safe site, dude. No. Mediafire, I've never had any viruses on my computer from Mediafire. Yeah, I wanna say 100,000 seems a little bit much. Yeah, just a few maybe. As I said, I don't think 100,000 of 2 million people would be infected. Alright. Oh, right. 85.4 cases per 100,000 people. That's not that bad. Compared to what it was when it first started and the outbreak that everybody like was talking about, like how bad it was going to be. Compared to like compared to that, that really isn't that bad. You need what now, Damien? Right, like that. Right. So now, what do we have? Does he have this to here? Got that 5. So you can take all of this out. Onto there. And you can fill that in. On here. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we do that. It's gonna do it great. Well, it's just easier. Ah. It is then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same on to the end. Whoops. Why is it not drunk that? Just gotta make sure it's 5 down, including the top one. And it is. We're good. I mean, we're not good. I have to be 4 down, you know. I think 4 down, yeah. So it's in line with that one. You're excited for the Prem, so am I. So am I, Beaver. Oh, kicks off tomorrow, my dude. Not long now. Not long at all, dude. Oops. We'll do it 2 more. We'll take that one out, as it is on the next one along. I mean, it's good for us because we kick off. I mean, we don't kick off till Monday, but you know, you don't kick off until next week, yeah. We're not playing tomorrow, Chase. We don't play till Monday. There's only 4 games on tomorrow. There is Fulham Arsenal is the early kickoff. Then Crystal Palace Newcastle. Is it? No, it's not. It's Crystal Palace. Somebody. It's not Newcastle. And it's Liverpool Leeds. And it's West Ham Newcastle late kickoff. It's Crystal Palace against. Or against someone. I can't remember who it is. Or against someone. Yeah, it got postponed because of a European thing, so you now play Man City at a later date. I don't know when that is. So your first game is at home to us. But that's not until a week tomorrow. Or a week on Sunday, it might be. I think it is a week on Sunday. So yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go 2-2 at home to Wolves, 3-1 away to Villa, 2-1 at home to Leeds, 1-1 at Arsenal, 3-0 at home to Fulham, and we'll lose 4-1 at Liverpool. And we'll lose 2-1 at home to Man City, and we'll lose 3-0 away to Chelsea. So we'll lose 3 back-to-back games, but we are against the 3 strongest sides in the division. You know, I don't mind that too much. Take some positives. I can actually do these down to the ground. Please. So yeah, you're looking forward to losing your first game of the season, Beaver? You gotta go? Not a problem, dude. I will be streaming tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. You think we'll draw? Yeah, fair enough. Might do, to be fair. I'm hoping we win. But then again, I hope we win every game, but, you know. I think a draw seems likely, yeah. I think a 1-1 seems reasonable. Just hoping we can sign Ryan Brewster before Monday. Oh dear. I don't think we'll beat Man City. I don't think our season will be as good as it was last year. I thought you got it done. I thought it was done yesterday. Has that not gone through yet? I thought you were saying you signed him on 60k a week. So I was saying that's like way too much. Oh, it's not official. Oh, okay then. Yeah, hopefully you can get that done. I still feel you could have had better options than Martinez, but you never know, you might be alright. I mean, we had a little bit of a scare before we got Aaron Ramsdale. It was rumoured that we were looking at Jack Butland. I was like, oh my god, I don't want Jack Butland. Just not Jack Butland, please. Genuine moment of panic. Kosovo winger, okay. I'm not familiar with him. Is he any good? Proper good. He wants to be a... He wants to leave Werder Bremen. Oh, okay. £20 million, but oh, fair enough. I'm not familiar with him. I haven't heard of the name before. Yeah, I think El Gats is alright, but I don't think he's I don't think he's your what you need. I don't think he's Premier League quality is what I mean. What do I think of Ollie Burke? Jack O'Connell lookalike, pretty much. I think he's a good signing. I think he had potential a few years ago, and he still might live up to that potential. If anyone's going to get out of him, it would be Wilder, but I think he'll have to prove himself. I'm not going to turn around and say, hey, he's a good signing, so I don't know if he will be. Everybody said that about McBurney, and you know what? I still to this day stand at the fact that I think McBurney is not that good. Oh yeah, I guess. Sorry, I'm eating a biscuit. I'm real. to be fair, it's not all about improving positions. And I don't think your squad's particularly the problem. I think your manager's a problem. I don't think Dean Smith's a Premier League quality manager, to be fair. It's my take on him. And I think that's the way it is if you wanna succeed in the Premier League. I don't think it's as much about the team as it is about the manager. I think it's all about the mindset and mentality of the players, but that all stems from the manager. I think when I first saw Villa in action, Martin O'Neill was the was it Martin O'Neill? He was the manager, and he was a really good manager. He didn't have the highest quality players, and he was still a very good side. Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have an outstanding season because you had a good end to the season. You hated O'Neill, how come? I know a fair few of your fans weren't keen on him. But like I say, it doesn't matter whether you liked him or hated him, he was a good manager. You were a top 6 side when I first started watching United play regularly. When I first became like properly interested in football. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, see, Chase, that's my issue with Elliot McBurney. He doesn't move enough. For me, I think Ollie McBurney is a good championship striker and he might be alright at a very low Premier League squad. But I don't think he's what we need. I think we need something better. If anything, I'd have kept Callum Robinson and got rid of McBurney. I think Callum Robinson isn't very good anyway. He's not a Premier League player, is my take. But he's a hard worker. He's always smiling. He always seems motivated. McBurney seems the opposite of that. He always seems to just put the effort in when he wants to put the effort in. He doesn't move enough. His attitude stinks as well, you know. It's just, I think Robinson would have been the better option to keep. Obviously, I know Wilder knows his players and I trust what he says and what he does, but I'd have kept Robinson over McBurney. Maybe. It depends if the owners give Dean Smith the opportunity, doesn't it? Because I think they should have got rid of Dean Smith before lockdown was ensued. I think you were in a really bad place under Dean Smith before lockdown was ensued, and I think that would have been the right time to get rid of him. But you know, obviously the owners disagree. What do you think it is, Beaver? Do you think you'd be better with a better manager? With a different manager, even? Or are you happy with Dean Smith? Yeah, maybe Eddie Howe, that is a good shout. I said Eddie Howe would go to West Ham, but he could go to Villa. I think David Moyes will get sacked after the first 10 games or so. I think we've got a really hard run in, to be fair, West Ham, but you know, we'll probably be near the bottom of the league 10 games in, and I don't think David Moyes will last in that job. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's got qualities. I think every manager's got qualities. And yeah, he was great at Brentford, but being good at one team doesn't make you good at another. You know. Yeah, fair enough. Robinson as a winger seems more suited for his play style. But yeah, like I say, being good at one club doesn't mean you'll be good at every club. Look at Nathan Jones. He was really good at Luton when we were in League One. He sold them out, he went to Stoke, he stuck at Stoke. He went back to Luton and he kept them up incredibly at the end of the season. See, I think sometimes it's more about the club, not the manager. More about the club you're managing, rather than the manager of the club. But yeah, I think what we need, and I know my dad tells me this, he's like, oh, every team needs that, is we need a prolific goal scorer. But, you know, yes, every team does need that, but you can't use that as an excuse. You can't say, oh, well, we didn't sign one because every club would want one, but we couldn't get one. I think if we get a prolific goal scorer, we can go for Europe. I think there's nothing holding us back from going for it. I think we proved ourselves last season as a good enough team to be up there. But the only thing we liked last season was a credible goal scorer. And like I say, I think if we had that, we might have made that push, and we might still make that push if we find one. I think Southampton would have been challenging for Europe if we didn't have a bad start to the season. Yeah, so that's it for today. We'll hopefully get the shape of this done tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday even. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. I will catch you tomorrow for Fratton Park, episode 11. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you all next time. See you later, Raj. Bye guys, enjoy your weekend.